flying video. Well, yeah, it's me in the float plane. The cameraman is the instructor, and I am doing my solo flights, which involves me taking off and landing a whole bunch of times. 5 minimum. I do a few more than that. I didn't put all of those landings and takeoffs into this video. I figured that'd be awfully boring, but I'll give you a bit of narration. This was the first takeoff, I made a mistake. Let me know in the comments if you spotted that. Rewind it and watch it over again. Anyways, and there we go. This is my first landing as solo. So I figured I'd throw it in here since this was the first one, and it was a picture-perfect landing. I added power when I needed to, I flared properly, was the right angle, and as soon as I touched the water, full back stick, and slowed her right down. And yeah, at the end of this roll, which of course I'm going to cut a bit of it out, into a near picture perfect takeoff right there as I speed up. And of course I have to do a bit of a right hand turn in there because the river curves, and off I go. Not all of my landings were perfect. Nope, there was one. Actually, out of all of them, there was just one that was well, let's say it wasn't my best. And here it comes. I'll talk you through. Everything's great up to here. Perfect speed, perfect descent speed, and I add some power to drop my descent to float it a bit, but I add too much power, and look, I'm climbing. Okay, so then I drop the power, but I should have added power right here. I didn't, and sploosh, I dropped it in there. It wasn't that hard. But it was not how you're supposed to land. You're not supposed to drop it into the water like that from about 5 feet. Didn't hurt anything. Shook it off. And swearing, if there was a microphone in the cockpit, you would have heard a lot of foul words. Just added the power. And yeah, off I go. Back into the wild blue yonder for another circuit, and another circuit, and another circuit, and another circuit. Again, minimum is 5 on a solo, 5 takeoffs and landings, yeah, that's your check ride, and you do it by yourself. You don't have the instructor with you. And this was another picture-perfect landing. Only I had to avoid a boat. I saw the boat coming on the river, and you'll see as I'm in the flare, I see the boat, and I start turning to the right. And almost make a single pontoon landing, but no, I got away from that boat that's way in the distance. They're probably wondering, oh, an airplane, oh my word. And I'm thinking, oh, a boat, oh my God. So it's just something you got to deal with if you're flying a float plane. And this time he didn't stop and start the video, so you see me after it slows down, I just hit the power and push it up onto step, and up she goes, a little bit to the right again, and hang on, not quite off the water yet, and there's that boat, and I'm in the air again. Yay. Alright, now part of this is docking. And this was one of my dockings. Actually, they were all almost exactly the same. He was quite impressed. Actually, that's not true. There was only one, and it was this one. But it was really good. If you look, my energy management is great. My angle is great. I'm into the wind properly. I just kiss the dock there, which slows me down. The only problem I had was the seat would not slide backwards. You could see me there struggling. Come on, slide back, because I couldn't get out with the seat all the way forward. I didn't want to float away from the dock, but it slid backwards, and out I come without falling in the lake or river, and I pass. And here it is, the hero picture, me standing on the pontoon of the airplane that I took my lessons in. I am now officially a float plane pilot. Thank you all very much for following along.